All right there. Nice to see you. Now listen, as you can see, I'm blue. What a way to start. Now I told the doctor, the legend, his email says the immortal. It's a maze of names. But I told him I usually prattle on for about 5 minutes. When he turns up, I'll see him in the digital green room. So let me just promote the stream a bit. Let me get rid of this colour. Let me sort out. Let me share the links a bit. Let me turn the brightness up so you might be able to see me. This is going to be an absolutely intriguing stream because the doctor has actually seen my previous videos where we watched his videos on this channel and had a laugh. We had a laugh about them. So not only does it show he's got a sense of humour, but it shows he's got some cojones. Because to know you're walking into a, not just a stream, but a community where people have been digging you out. I mean, it was light-hearted, but we dug him out. There's no disputing that. And he was like, yeah. And there's more. There's more to it. He done a 3.5-hour stream last night, and I have to say I was cracking up a lot of the time, and I was writing at the same time, so probably my own writing was making me laugh. But he drunk a lot, so he's probably got a bit of hangover, which is good because I went to bed at 6 o'clock this morning. I didn't get Lizard Jane finished. However, many times during that stream last night, he said, you will find out all about all the questions you've been asking. Not me, everyone. He even said, you'll find out about the lieutenants on Dangerfield stream tomorrow. So as long as he turns up, I did tell him I'll be prattling a bit. I just want to share this. I want to get the stream on the screen. I want to get the stream on my community tab and I want to get the entropy set up. I also found out about this. I see him do it yesterday. Yeah. Send me some filthy lucre. The griff is on. Scroll across the bottom, add banner. Yeah, that should be. He taught me that. I've been streaming I've had a YouTube channel for like 6 years, and I see him do it yesterday, and I thought he's only on StreamYard. Fucking hell, and he had the StreamYard logo, so I thought he ain't even paying. Right, where are we? What have I got to do? So yeah, we're gonna fight. If he turns up, which cheers, Emma. It's all right, isn't it? I can't believe I've just learnt that after 7 years. I hope he shows up. I mean, he did have. Yeah, without a doubt. Oh, you're obviously new in these parts. I'm assuming you're a fan of the Doctor. But oh no, the grift is on. We had the Dangerfield dollar drive for about 3 months, and I have to say, the glorious House of Scrubs are very generous people. I do not take pristine lucre. No. Come on, VC. You ain't got any pristine lucre anyway. Right, let me get my colour sorted out. I'm hoping that he's just washing his face at the moment, looking in the mirror going, fucking hell, why did I agree to this? Which is the usual, that's the usual thing that all YouTubers do. Yeah, I'll come on your stream. And then when it actually comes around, you're like, why did I agree to do this? But so hopefully he's just giving himself a little rinse down and having an existential breakdown because he's at that age where a few drinks fucking hurts, if you excuse my English. Right, it's still very blue, isn't it? Is that acceptable? No, I don't think it is. I think we can get rid of some of that blue. We don't want a blue edge. I hope he don't bail though. If he bails, oi, Rackpull, if you bail, there'll be war. Oh no, but I'm in war. Oh yes, don't worry. For my base, the Times newspaper. Oh yeah, the Times. you can see that they say I operate from my base in Cambodia. Yeah. So, you know, don't fuck about. Let me give it a little wipe. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Hello, Shane. Good to see you, mate. Hello, John. All right, Steve. You all right, son? All right, Matthew. Dislike buttons on the phone. Nice one, James from Philadelphia. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're all right. Hello, Manny Moo. Right, what else have I got to do? I've got to get the grift sorted. He hasn't emailed me to say he ain't coming. Maybe he's having hair with a dog or something. Let me get the grift sorted. I'll open up Entropy. Actually, seeing as I won't be using my other James from Philadelphia, you've done that twice. Oh no, tell a lie, that's Packer. I only have lightly soiled lycra. I'll take it. I mean, look, if you haven't got filthy lucre, anything I can get into Cambodian cash converters, which is essentially AKA their economy, I'll take it. I'm doing Entropy on my other monitor. I fucking hope he turns up because this is good. This has changed. This isn't what it was. We were just going to have a little chat. We still are going to have a little chat, but my respect for the man has grown. And he said, without me pushing for it, he said, he was saying to his people yesterday, you'll find out everything on Dangerfield stream tomorrow. So, you know, but if he's bailed, I've got no clips or memes sorted. We'll end up just having a nice Sunday morning chat. I can't see him bailing, though. That'd be weak. But how late is he now? 10 minutes? I told him I'll be jibbing for about 5. Let me check my emails. I'll get the grift out of the way, though, first. Hello, people. This is how you can support the glorious House of Scrubs. Many ways, many fantastic ways. You can become a member. Top link in the description. You can use Super Chat. That's a $sign at the bottom of the chat. Or if you want to donate but not give YouTube anything, you can use Entropy, which I'm about to pin 2, 3, 4 pinner to the top of the YouTube chat, or Shah, as I sometimes refer to it when I'm trying to impress my French sisters. So that hath been pinned. If someone could give me a clarification that that's been pinned. Look at Ryan. Look, Ryan's on it. I told you, Danger. Irony larper. I don't even know what that means. I'll take it, though. Thanks. Well, let's hope so. Oh, man, we're bringing people like Alexander0161 in. He's saying things like him and Roadman K is having a war. Words I don't even know what they mean. This is exciting. Come on, Rackpull. Your time is now. PP, Doc won't blow us out. He's a man of his word. Being later. What? He's here. He's here. He's just walked in. I can see you there. Oh, he's got his shades on. He's got his hangover look on. Give me 1 second, mate. Lovely to see you. Let me just do all these. I will interrupt frequently through our conversation to thank people for donations because I'm only really here for the money. I hope you understand that. Raymond says, never trust a doctor with both hands on your shoulders while probing for your prostate. Have it. Nice one, Raymond. Critter. Thank you, Critter. Well, without further ado, let's bring on the legendary. Hang on, I've got to sort out my hearing. I won't be able to hear him. Oh, the what's the word? I don't know what the word is. Right, hang on. Connect. It's getting spicy, isn't it? This is the big one. He's going to come on. He said he's going to answer the questions. Well, we all should be good. Watch this.
He hasn't brand you once. What a pussy. Yeah, he's a pussy, Rackpull. He's a pussy.
Legendary Dr. Rackpull. How are you?
Yes, my bro. How are you? Russell.
I can hear something. Russell, you cheeky cunt.
Oh, sorry. Let me turn that down.
Look at the balls on it. He's gone straight in with Russell.
One, I pulled down my trousers and pants.
This is going to be awesome. Listen, absolute props to you for coming on. You've seen the videos. You've seen us watch your videos. You know, and
you're a fan. Yes.
Yeah, amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I respect that you've watched them, and I respect that you gave your critique, you know, and you admire the doctor's work.
Mate, it started off somewhat ironic, but I'm kind of addicted. I'm a writer, and I watched your entire 3.5 hours. I didn't want to say anything because we had today. I didn't want to, interrupt or come on with today's show, but very, very interesting situation because you're part of this it's relatively new sort of. I mean, what is it? You tell me. What is your scene? It's sort of like ex-cons.
It's the podcast wars, my friend. It's the podcast wars. So, you've heard of Darren G, haven't you?
Okay, so of course I know Darren G. Well, I know Foot Golf, who does the podcast wars.
Very good channel. Very good channel.
I've known him for about 15 years. He's a friend of mine. So it sort of started, I suppose, with Sean.
We all make mistakes, you know what I mean? But
I met him in Riyadh.
No, he's all right.
So, but what is it? What defines the scene you're in? What is it? You got Lazar, you've got that Marvin. What? How do you get in? What makes
look? You'll be great. You'll be great to get in on this. Yeah.
What do you think I'm doing?
You will be great. So basically, it's the podcast wars. Yes.
Right.
So it's Sean Atwood, James English, and it's kind of all us little smaller groupies trying to get on, involved, should we say. But living in London.
There seems to be a lot. There seems to be quite a lot of tension and not from you so much. But
I'm a lover, not a fighter, as you know, yeah.
To bring them out. Go on. So go on. What?
Yeah.
I mean, what? But I mean, what are all these?
Bring the booster closer to me.
Are you an ex-con?
Yes, my friend. I'm an ex-con, ex-villain.
All right.
Good guy.
Anything you don't want to answer, obviously, just say I don't want to talk about that. Obviously.
Right.
Okay. So what I'm trying to ask, I suppose, is what is the criteria for being part of this scene? Is it crime and prison or
you're a London boy, aren't you? I can tell you're a London.
Yeah. I lived in Soho. Yeah.
Do you live in Soho at the moment?
I live in Phnom Penh.
I do believe.
I live in Cambodia.
Oh, Cambodia. Oh, rather posh. Oh dear.
Well, there's certainly posh parts. But Ryan seems to have a lot to say. Is he one of yours? He says being a geezer, is that what it is? Is that what defines this world?
You know what? I don't like to blow my own trumpet,
Yes,
I'm a very
you do.
kind of, come on. I'm a very kind of, well, let's not get into things, but yes. All right, let's talk about the lieutenants, shall we?
Well, oh wow, you want to go straight there?
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Oh, no. Carry on probing. We'll get onto the lieutenant.
No. My friend, you are the guest. You are the guest, and I'm so happy that you've come on because I'm already enjoying this. I know that the Scrubs are enjoying this. That's this crew. We're the glorious house of Scrubs. Yes. So when I say Scrubs, I can't even remember where it come from. I think I mispronounced subs once, and it just stuck. So everyone's enjoying it. That's cool. But you're the guest. But if you want to go there, so you made a video where you were chatting about doing some music, and then miraculously, the timing. See, now the way you're responding, this is what I want to know. Are you a performer?
How dare you? Of course. Listen, come on. I know. Look, stop it.
This is
Now you're
brilliant.
getting cheeky. Now you're getting cheeky. Come on. That was not set up. You know, it's not smiling. Let's be serious. Look, Robert was in a spot of bother. So obviously, you know, we had to get the boys, get the girls.
The boys, of course.
And we had to go down to South London, you know, and sort out a little bit of mess, you know. You see, Robert's the hothead.
Nice.
Robert's the hothead of the crew, yeah? He's the
Right.
one
'Cause
that's
it was Robert.
kind of,
It was Robert who got in trouble the other when you had to go and bail him out, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we got Bernard, who's the enforcer. But he tends to like, he's the kind of more, you know, normal kind of calm individual, you know.
Okay. Can I ask what business is this firm in?
I'm glad you've asked, because this is rather an exclusive on the Dangerfield channel. And a lot of people have been asking what we do with our friends, but we call them lieutenants because it always sounds more interesting. But
when you say we call them lieutenants, who's we? The firm?
We, me, you, us. Not you, sorry.
Okay.
All
That
right.
does change things a bit, yeah.
Well, yeah. Right. So us lieutenants, right? We're in a different kind of business. Nothing shady. We're in a good business.
So you're a lieutenant. There's not a hierarchy.
Well,
I assumed you were like a
I'm more like a
captain.
sergeant because I only show my face from time to time. I only need to come there and show my face because of my reputation. Of course, you know.
I've just realised I'm the fucker that's been caught out here. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah,
Right.
this is quite interesting.
All right. What we do
Right.
is we've got a small security firm, yes, which I can't say because we'll get a lot of pranksters, you know, harassing us.
Well, hang on. You're being honest now. You've actually got protection or security? Because there's a distinction there.
Door security. Yeah.
Okay, doorman.
So, you know, and we run kind of certain parts of like Shoreditch. Let's say we're very active around Shoreditch. You know,
now that's an interesting choice of word, run. Because you know,
maybe I'm slightly exaggerating. Yeah, go
on. Okay, so all right, so seriously, you've set up a business working doors.
Yes.
Okay, amazing, mate. Because you said, when I said when do you come on, you said, well, I'm free at weekends, and I thought, why is he free at weekends? Has he got a day job? I thought that doesn't sound like Pablo Escobar to me. That sounds like a bloke in his
Friday and Saturdays we're very busy, so obviously for obvious reasons. Yes.
Okay, tell us a little bit about you. Where were you brought up? What was your upbringing like? And
hold on. No comment.
Oh, you don't want to go there?
No comment. Is this
okay?
No, of course. What do you want to know? Where I was?
No, seriously. Yeah, what was your upbringing like? What was the family situation?
Well, I've already had someone who's interested in doing a podcast of my life, so I can only tell you briefly a few thoughts, yes? Because I've already had some guy called Cullen from the Central Podcast who's been begging me. He's already had an uncle on there.
Beat me to it.
Yeah. God. No, I haven't been on there yet. But he's already trying to bribe me. His channel basically was finished. Unfortunately, he's had Darren G on there. A couple of other no-hopers like Uncle K and people that nobody's heard of, yeah? So he's been in touch with me on Instagram. If I could come there, you know what I mean? He'll pay for this, that, and the other. And he wants basically my life story. So I can tell you a few tidbits, but not too much.
Okay, that's understandable. That's fair enough. So let's start with you. Yeah, 4 or 5 years old. Where are you living? What's the family? Brothers, sisters? I understand you don't want to give too much away because it's the internet.
Absolutely.
And I would advise that anyway.
North London, born and raised from, you know, until now become East London, I'd say in the last 6 years. But yeah, one sister, no other siblings.
So you crossed the water. How did you end up going from north to east?
That's a good question, and I can't delve to. But let's put it this way: We had to hurt a few people in North London, just off Caledonian Road.
Hang on. Whoa. Who's we in this situation?
Well,
Your
me
family
and a couple of buddies. Yeah, family matters, should we say? Yeah.
So you come from a crime background. Your family was involved.
Unfortunately,
in some
I do. Yes.
form of
Yeah. Unfortunately,
crime.
I do. Yeah. So
that's
yeah, we've
sometimes
moved
okay.
from Caledonian Road after we, got into a bit of shenanigans, which I won't delve into. But let's just say, them people have never been the same since. So we've moved to East London about 6 years ago. But most of my associates still live in North London, Highbury, Holloway. I mean, I don't know how. Go on.
Did that movement have something to do with you going to prison? Was that part of that situation?
Unfortunately, I have been to Pentonville, which I will delve into on my podcast. But yes, it hasn't been. I'm sorry. I know this is a family friendly. I had to hurt a lot of people back in the day, and I'm not proud of what I've done. Do you know what I mean? But
so you were a violent young man.
Unfortunately, I was. Yes.
No, that's all right. I was a heroin addict most of my life. I've been to Scrubs. But only to do an NA meeting. They walk me in and walk me out. Okay, so, but you've gone from, I asked you about when you were a child and you went straight up to when,
yeah, sorry. Yeah,
no, you're jumping. I'm taking you back. I'm jumping back.
Yes, all right. Yeah. So, yeah, a pretty normal childhood, A pretty normal. I had a lot of friends, had a lot of toys,
Both parents?
Parents were still together for all of my, all of my childhood,
All right. So, how'd you get on at school? What was school life like for you?
School wasn't good, mate. School wasn't good.
Oh, same as that.
I got suspended a few times for hurting people. Now, to tell the truth, when I was in secondary school, we used to rob things. Me and my friend, we used to go on a train, and we used to then tell him to play it. Yeah. Sorry, he's just showing me something else. Yeah. We used to go robbing. Yeah.
How old are you?
We was about 14. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'd get the train, all the way up to Heathrow,
Okay.
So Heathrow sold a lot of video cassettes, they were selling them on I don't know, about a tenner a pop, So we'd go there with our school bags, we'd fill them up. They're so easy to rob, you know what I mean? And then we'd rip off the packets in the toilets, we'd take them back, we'd sell them to one of the local shops. We'd say, we can assure you these are not stolen goods, So we'd make like 50 quid, 100 quid, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, our bags were rammed, so easy. Yeah. Then we started, we used to go to a cash and carry, which we knew, which we got arrested for eventually, It was only about, again, 14, 15, We moved from video cassettes onto cigarettes, We used to rob cigarettes.
Was it macros?
Huh? That was all the minty ones, Benson and Edges, you name it. No. We had them, And my friend started giving them away in school. My friend started giving them away in school, The one who used to rob them with me, And the hardest guys in the school got wind of it. And they were like, give me the cigarettes you got. So he started giving them away for nothing to like the tough guys, I said, don't be a mug, don't give them to them, fucking blah, blah, blah. But he'd already told them that I'd been telling him not to give. So I come bowling to school one day, it's bold as brass. The hardest guy in the school, he grabbed me by my tie from across the fence, nearly pulled me over the fence and said, basically what I'd said and whatnot. So, but eventually we got caught. We'd done it so many times. We had hundreds and hundreds of pounds worth of fags, you know what I mean, you know, and none of us smoked at the time, which was a blessing, you know. Otherwise, we would have puffed away the profits, you know. So, but we sold them to all the naughty boys that did like a sly fag, you know. So, yeah, and it just moved on from there, you know. It just gradually moved on to more extreme stuff.
Okay, so go there.
Well,
tell me that journey.
Well, we got involved in a lot of stuff when I became like, I don't know, how can I put it? We got involved with street robberies, extortion.
Or extorting individuals or businesses?
Businesses.
Okay.
Yeah, and beating people, you know. Obviously, I was there, you know. Yeah, and it's just a bad period of I don't really even like to delve into it, you know.
And so, what age is this? What age is it?
This is when I was about 20, early 20, 21, 22.
Okay, you know? So it's gone from like
petty crime,
typical petty crime,
robbing in general, to to really like some serious stuff, you know.
And you know, where were you at there mentally? You know, you're a young man. You've just, you know, you've turned from a child.
I didn't care at the time because I'd puff a bit of weed. I'd drink some drinks. I didn't care at the time. You know, at that time, you don't care. You listen to a bit of music, you know, you drink a few beers and you go out, you think you're He-Man, do you know? And it was a real bad time, do you know? And I don't know. Yeah.
Good timing for the siren in the background.
They're coming for me, yeah.
I reckon you set that up. You've got a little music box there. You said to your mate, play the siren.
They're always around here, isn't it? You know.
Oh, mate, living in Soho, you'd notice when the siren stopped. So at what point did you think, was it going to prison when you thought, was that the point where you thought this is no good? Or did you continue when you come out of prison?
Well, I did a little bit, to be honest. I did a little bit because I was still, you know, mixed in with a lot of wrong ones, you know, when I came out. So, it's only, I'd say, when I got to about 30, I realised, you know, this is, you know, that when I got my family, basically, and I realised, you know, this is wrong. You know, I still keep my ear to the street, you know, but.
Okay, so you've got a family, you have children. Yes,
I do, yeah.
Okay, more than one?
Yeah, I have two that I know of.
Amazing. That's incredible, man. So
what's incredible? That the doc managed to reproduce?
No, it's just an interesting story. So now you've got responsibilities. Did you go to prison when the children were alive, or was it before you had children?
Before. Okay.
Before. And so now you've got
if I'd had them earlier, I think I wouldn't have took a wrong path, you know?
Okay, so how did you rehabilitate yourself? Because if you're now 30, you haven't worked, I'm assuming. You've got no training, no higher education. That puts you in quite a strange position.
Well, I worked from a young age. I was a constructional engineer. Do you know what I mean? For a few years. Do you know what I mean? You know, and a labourer.
How did you get that work? How did you?
One of my cousins got me that job.
Okay.
Yeah. So he used to get me a lot of jobs, but I'd always let him down. Let me tell you a funny story, yeah? My cousin always used to get me jobs, yeah? One job he got me, it was, you know, roadside maintenance, yeah? You clear up all the wreckage, you know, when, you know, and all that kind of shit, yeah? So
no, I don't actually know what you mean. Tell me
roadside
more about
maintenance. No, it's like you clear up, like if there's been a car crash or something, you clear up, like basically in the motorway. You clear the motorway, yeah? So
Well,
He
there's
got me a
enough
job
car
anyway.
crashes. Hang on. There's enough car crashes for there to be specialist businesses to tidy that mess up.
Well, no, to be honest, we was more litter pickers, but
You're selling me some funny stuff, man. That's amazing. Roadside maintenance. You're
so
a dustman.
that's what
Right.
that's what he told me. It's roadside maintenance. We only went to one car wreck, you know. Yeah. The rest of the time we was picking up litter, you know, with them little hook things.
I know exactly what you're.
Anyway.
I thought, wow, there's so many crashes that you know that.
Yeah.
No, you were like amazing. This is great. This is great.
But I'd had enough of this, you know. After a few months, I thought, like, nah, this is not for me. Yeah, this is a liberty. Yeah. So it was snowing.
It's not legendary, is it? It's not legendary.
Yeah. It was snowing. We all turned up in the van. All the other idiots got out. Yeah. I brought myself some little bottles of vodka, you know, the little small ones, and some Coke, yeah? I decided to put the vodka in the Coke, and it was snowing, yeah? All them other mugs were picking up the litter, and I was sat in the van drinking, yeah? So I refused to get out of the van to work. So at the end of the day, the boss fired me and said, basically, get your ass off the property, yeah? The friend of mine wouldn't give me a lift back, yeah, because we was in the middle of nowhere, because he felt like I insulted all, you know, we was all working together, yeah. He thought I'd let the team down. So
you had,
I had, yes. And I was drunk as a skunk. So it was snowing, and you know what? I'd had enough of picking up fucking. Look, this was not in the job description. It was roadside maintenance, not litter picker. You know, so there was and then my cousin gave me a second chance. He said, all right, he wouldn't talk to me for weeks, right? So he got me a job as a labourer, yeah? We used to do like, shops that are kind of, fitting up the shops, before they opened, yeah? So we was doing basic labouring, yeah? This is a funny story. So one day, yeah, we had to get all the, the bricks and all the fucking concrete, yeah? Put them in these huge sacks, yeah? Yeah, and we was on the first floor, but we had to get them up to the second floor. But by the time we picked up all that rubble and bricks and that, yeah, we had to do that the next day. And he said, Mike, you better turn up tomorrow. If you don't turn up tomorrow, I'm gonna break your neck. I'll be there. The next morning, he was ringing me, but I didn't answer the phone, did I? So he had to drag them sacks of concrete up 2 floors by himself. And he wouldn't talk to me for months after. I said, what's the problem? Do you know what I mean? When I went round to his house, what's the problem?
Yeah.
He's like, listen, you're lucky I don't knock you out now, he was saying. So working wasn't really for me. I didn't like being giving orders.
No, I'm much like that. I mean, I was involved in petty crime, and I'd done some work, and I just I could not be told what to do. I especially didn't like being told what time to wake up. I'll only wake up by an alarm if I'm going on holiday. I can't. I'm just not built for that. And I think that was to do with my parents. They didn't put any boundaries on me. My brother, they made him work, but I was obviously not going to do well at school. Although I've got 2 degrees, I ended up with a master's degree at 23. Weirdly. But,
you seem a bit of a know-it-all. No offense.
That's a very nice way of putting it. But it sounds to me like you kind of bounced from job to job without any sort of direction throughout your 20s, which is kind of typical for a lot of people in England. I'm assuming we're talking like late 80s, early 90s now. I mean, I don't know how old you are. Forgive me if that's totally out of...
We're talking about 90s, yeah, 90s, yeah.
Okay, excuse me.
Yeah, I'm not out. How old do you think I am?
I'd have you around 38.
I'll take that. That's what I am. 38. Bang on the money.
Me.
Bang on the money.
Boom. Nice
How
one,
do you think
Al.
youthful, look at that.
Same way I do, by wearing sunglasses and an hat.
Yeah.
I used to wear an hat when I streamed all the time, but it's too hot out here. Thank you, Al. Al says, enjoying this too much. Love the doc. No, likewise, Al. I've got aching cheekbones from smiling. Nice one, Clark. Let me deal with these donations.
Yeah, you deal with the donations. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
I'd look at him off. You've got balls, Dangerfield, talking to the doctor. Nice one, Oldo. Machano Caprusciato. Rollo drops in a donation. Entertaining. I've led a sheltered life, or maybe dragged up not too bad. No degree or masters to show for it, mind. So, Rollo, you're somewhere in betwixt the danger and the doctor. How interesting. Nice one, Scrubs. That's always appreciated. Have I missed anyone? This is quite nice having the other monitor here without having clips and things on it. This is going well. What an interesting bloke. He told us his name as well. Mike. The legendary Dr. Michael Rackpull. Where is he? Is he having a piss break? Good call, Grego. Someone got me with that one, didn't they? Oh, no, it weren't me. It was, what was it? They got them calling it out over the speaker somewhere. Right, you're back. So, okay, so how did you end up in this scene? Why did you think, I'll make a YouTube channel?
Do you know what? I've been involved in the lifting community for quite a while, yeah?
Weights.
Weightlifting, yeah. And it's pretty dead, you know? It's not for everyone. And you know what? I had a story to tell. You know, I've been involved in some of this kind of stuff, and I've heard whispers in my ear about some of these people. So I started watching them, you know? And
hang on, whoa. What is the lifting community? I don't even know what that is. I mean, how does it express itself?
The weightlifting community.
On YouTube?
Yes, on YouTube. But it's the same.
Okay.
It's the same. Russell, it's the same. It's like the community we're involved in now. They're lifting weights, but there's still drama. There's still, this person's on steroids, or this person's fake, or this person's weak, or this, you know. So it all goes on, you know. It's not just like, we lift some weights and good lift, but it all goes on. It's all very petty. Did you go on a weightlifting community channel for a chat or something? No, but I can tell you that I'm the official 4 lifts competition winner twice.
I don't know what that is.
The hashtag 4 lifts competition. Have you never heard of that?
No. Do I look like a weightlifter? But
come on, I don't know.
I used to go to the gym. Thank you very much. So you won, but hang on. How did you make the leap from being in? Because there's still no YouTube. You're not on YouTube yet, but you started overhearing people talk about you, or?
Do you know what? Well, my name's kind of well known, around North London, My real name, not as Dr. Rackpull,
Okay.
So
why?
I'm quite a well-known face. Huh?
Why? Well,
we can't delve into that too much, my friend, but because of all the shenanigans we got up to, in the past. But
but hang on a minute. I mean, nicking a few videos and a couple of tear-ups, that's not going to get you well known as in an area as big as North London, surely. Oh,
you want to know my secrets to success? Correct?
No, I just if someone says, I mean, London's a big place, and to make an impact there, you have to. I used to be friends with Dave Courtney. He was a professional marketer. Not only was he a debt collector, but even just doing his work didn't make him famous. Marketing his work made him famous. And by the end of it, he spent more time marketing than he did debt collecting. You know, so you've got to go some to kind of make a name for yourself.
To be honest, nothing against Dave, but he's not really relevant anymore, is he?
No, certainly, but the point is relevant.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't make his name from his job. He made it because he promoted himself. You know, he had agencies and things involved.
Exactly. You've just hit the nail on the head. That's what you've got to do on YouTube as well. You have to promote yourself. And I have self-promoted myself. That's how I got kind of to be known, you know?
Okay, let's have a look at this.
That's the whole video.
Pax Max, thanks for the Lady Godiva. He says, Dr. Rackpull, I was in construction engineering myself, tunneling under a house with heavy equipment, making holes in concrete stands that the other engineers forgot about during fabrication. I'm so lost with all this chat. But nice one, Pax Max. Nice to know. Thank you for that, lady. Well, tell me, but hang on. The times don't add up because you got into YouTube when? This year? Like, not this year, since January. I mean, calendar year. Like, I mean...
How long have I... Well, I've been involved in YouTube, I'd say about 5 years.
Really?
I had a few early videos, which have since been deleted. But I think my earliest videos now are probably about 3 years old. I've deleted a lot of the old stuff, but I've been around for about 5 years. You got to know how to self-promote yourself. That's the biggest. You know, I could do a video on that alone. You know, to help people. You've got to know how to get your name out there.
So, but that's what I'm saying.
Don't forget, controversy creates.
I don't know.
Hmm? Do you want a pizza? Yeah.
Who've you got there?
We'll order some food in a minute when I come off this line.
Is that one of your boys?
I've got my son with me. You know, the legendary family guy.
Was that? Hello. Oh, hello, mate. I think I saw you yesterday on the stream a couple of times. You seem to have a good relationship with him.
Yeah, man. Well, unfortunately, you know what? When they're your kids, you're forced into having a good relationship, aren't you?
No, it's a lovely thing. I lost my father.
Now, don't worry. Look, what I'm going to give to him, if something happens to me, I'm going to give to him the Dr. Rackpull channel. So he'll be taking over the reins.
Exactly,
you know?
Exactly.
He'll be set for weeks.
He'll be drawn into the ground before. That'll be it.
Now, hang on a minute. Hang on. This is the bit this is the bit that's still not connecting for me.
Right, go on.
You said you had a bit of a reputation, I suppose is the word we're talking about, in North London. Son of Rackpull, please be quiet 1 second. Was that because of YouTube or was that because of something else?
I know some of that full off bread. Sorry, mate. Go on, say that.
What you said that you had a reputation in North London.
Yeah.
Was that because of YouTube or was that because of other things?
That was because of other things, yes.
Right, and I'm assuming that's crime.
You're assuming or correct, yes.
Okay, and have you been punished for that crime or is that why you're not willing to go down that road verbally?
I have been punished, but yes, I will go down that path. I need, things do need to come out about my history.
Okay.
But I'm saving it because someone's already been in touch with me on Instagram. No,
that's right, Callum.
Callum, that's it. He's fouled and he needs a big name basically to rescue his channel. So
Grego, my mate Grego's dropped a Lady Godiva in the chat. Nice one, Grego. And he says, good chat. Is the Doc's hat a Doctor Who reference? And does he sell any Rackpull merch?
Oh, not another one. You know what? When it comes to me selling the Dr. Rackpull merch, I bet no one buys it. Everyone's asked me for a freebie. I've given a few hats. I'll have to send you one, Russell. But I'll have to. You know what? When I start, I'm going to sell them on eBay soon. Do you know what I mean? But yeah. So you look great in a Dr. Rackpull hat. Your head's kind of. I can sell.
it's hassle getting me stuff because I don't have an address. It's a nice offer, though.
That could be a problem. Yeah.
I haven't got an address, which has its benefits. Trust me, because some of the reason I left England was I also have some people who don't want to bump into me, or I don't want to bump into them. So not having an address helps. I set up some merch, sold a few, but it was a lot of hassle for not a lot of, you know. So okay. So why do you do YouTube?
Why do you think? Why do you think? Let me reverse that question. Look, there you go. You've got $2 there from Jimmy.
Well, that's
Jimmy
James from Philadelphia. He says, I feel that's quite good. James from Philly. Nice one, Jimmy. Appreciate it. Yeah, he's a good lad. He's a good lad. Andy came on here after I dug him out. That takes props.
No, you better not stop making the videos. Because
no. I'll be,
you know, who knows what could happen? We could be. Well, I don't want to give anything away, but you know, there's some interesting stuff to come. You know,
Grego reckons Dr. Rackpull bobblehead would fly off the shelves. I don't know what a bobblehead is. I'm out of this. Hang on a minute. John Gary, I reckon he's one of your lot, isn't he? How much is a gaff in Cambodia?
Who's saying that to wank his ego? Who's these cheeky sods in the chat? They're insulting the doctor.
No. He's all right. Don't worry about it. You know what YouTube's like. You always get a couple of people. It's not going to be for everyone, but the majority of these people in here seem to be enjoying it. No, that's not fair. Asking me the question back. I want to know why you do.
Give me 5 minutes, and then we'll order some food. Yeah, sorry, brother.
I want to know why you do YouTube.
Why do I do YouTube? I feel that I want to get Dangerfield's channel out there.
You set up a channel 5 years ago to promote a channel you only found out existed last week. That goes back to the Doctor Who reference.
Why did
hang on a minute. Nice one, Anglo-Saxon. Have it, Marciano, Capriccia Tutu. We talk Italian here occasionally, Doc. Nice one, Anglo. As you know, always appreciate Kaku. No, seriously, why? Because it's hassle. It's hassle.
Oh, it is. It's very stressful. Very stressful. I've had it all. You know, I've had threats. I've had people saying they're going to kick my head in. You know, people, pure bring my family into it. But it's fun. It's a good little hobby, you know. And I got into it just really to as a hobby, just to talk to people, just to lift some weights, you know, and just basically, you know, I thought like if everyone else is doing it, let me jump on the fucking bandwagon, you know. I thought I got sorted, you know. So yeah, here I am.
It's now making a bit more sense. So it kind of went from the weightlifting community, got into this one, and then started making some connections within this sort of hard man kind of ex-con scene. You don't see... I like living in London. I think he's a funny bloke. I think he's much like you, which is interesting. Well, you weren't saying that yesterday. What I noticed was you'd say something complimentary about him, and then you'd back it up. Like what you giveth with one hand, you taketh with the other.
Hey, I'm doing what he does, yeah? I'm clickbaiting the fuck out of his name like he does to other people, like he done with Darren G, etc. You know what I mean? That's all it is, really. Just a reaction. Not everyone's going to agree with it, you know? But I do like him. He's a great fucking talker.
Yeah, he done a cracking live the other night. It's the first one I'd seen, and I thought...
I mean, he does them on his own for the whole... Well, like you know, but yeah, you're pretty good as well. But yeah, he's a great talker. Yeah. But I was going to still pick holes in him.
What did you think about Greenspoon? Thought that was funny for some reason. I don't know the internal politics, Greenspoon. So I'm glad that made you laugh, but I don't know why. I thought that was out of order. That them sucker punching him. I don't. I think sucker punching is.
But look, but you got to look at it on both sides. He insulted the guy's missus. He insulted the guy's unborn child. It was a bit, you know what? Nothing wrong with them squaring off, you know, because of the things Lazar had said, but it was a bit snidey, you know. It was a sucker punch. So
can I
really,
just say, for people who don't know, there's this kind of, I'd call it 2-bit sort of like fight night thing going on. They're competing with the UFC, which seems like, you know, out of 365 but during the presser, which was like filmed on an iPhone or something, one geezer, this Lazar bloke living in London, he got sucker punched twice, essentially. One put him on his ass. You know, if you're sucker punched, it's easy to knock. You can easily knock someone out if they're just. Of course.
You know? We've all, you know, we've all been sideswiped. Yeah. And
you say that he said bad things about the bloke's family and blah blah blah, but that's what the fight was about. All right, you've been an arsehole, you've said some naughty things. Let's sort it out in the ring. And the other fella didn't.
That's the problem. No, the problem was they wasn't fighting on the card. Now, Ben and Lazar were both fighting different opponents. And I think things have got personal. And Ben, the one that punched him, has flip-flopped since. He's apologised. Then he's not apologised. Then he's, you know, so it's, you know, now they're all going to play FIFA together. So, I don't know, man. It's just a lot of... I
still don't like a sucker punch, but that does change things. I assume those two were fighting.
So, it should have been done a little bit better. But he, you know, I think people felt sorry for Lazar because he got chinned, you know, and the way he got chinned was like he wasn't, you know, he was just there to have a stare off and, you know, talk some, you know, and it was
it seemed to me he turned up on his own and there were firms there. You know,
he turned up with two other buddies. Ben turned up, from what I hear, with a van full of guys and a car full of guys. So, you know, obviously, like at least 10 other people. But it is what it is. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Okay, so look, we're nearly up to an hour. I know you've got an hangover. Who do you rate in your scene? What podcasters do you rate? Are you at, you know, who you watch and enjoy? I'm
glad you asked me that, because we need to order some food in a minute, so we need to duck off. Yeah, but I rate Fighting Trolls. So everybody go subscribe to. You know what? You should jump on. You know what? It would really boost up your numbers. You know, a guy called Fighting Trolls. Check it out.
The channel.
Go on YouTube. Go on his channel, because he has anyone on there. Yeah. You will get good numbers, because you know what? You've got some great banter. And him and you, when he is listening and not playing around with his phone,
I have no.
You would be fucking great on that. Trust me. But check it out. He'll have you on, and you would be great. And it really boosts. I mean, you're doing pretty good anyway, but it would really give you a better outreach. Yeah.
A lot of people in the chat are saying, "Can we get 5 more minutes out of you?"
Yeah, of course.
Right. A lot of people are talking about Kay, saying he's a wet wipe. A few people have said Kay. Who's Kay?
Oh, he's a fanny, mate. He's a fan. Well, listen, this guy has made a video about me last night. He's gone on live this morning, challenging people that'll come down to Hackney. He ain't gonna come down to Hackney. He was run out of Camden, for being a wet wipe. Yeah. And now he's going to come, you know, he lives in Leeds now. He was in Southend. Then he got run out of Southend. Now he's got run out of fucking wherever. He's living in Leeds, yeah?
That's really going downhill, man. I mean, Leeds is not pleasant.
You know what? He's a cheeky bugger, and he's welcome to come down Hackney anytime. But look, this guy also, he's a mouse. He makes threats that he's going to go down to somebody called Jay Morris, yeah? He was going to go down there with his fair play man, which he keeps bringing up. He was going to go down to the valleys. He was going to turn up at Jay Morris's doorstep. He never did. He makes a load of shit. He's just sat there in his dressing gown, in morning, evening, you know. It's just a joke. He's just a joke. He's got this fake roadman accent, yeah? He tries to talk like he's all street, yeah? The only streets he's seen is fucking Sesame Street, you know? He's a bum. He's a fucking bum. At the end of the day, and he's got a couple of other divs backing him, Harlan and the Monk. Yeah, but we won't go there. We won't go there. But
all right. All right.
know,
so one last question for you. Thank you, Picking Gaz. Appreciate it, mate. Pax Max, we already covered the lieutenants. They're people the doctor works with and they're mates of his, and he knows it's kind of ironic. We did cover that early on. Here's the question, last one for you. Do you need all this hassle? You've been to prison, you've got a family. Do you need people making physical threats? Because they do come on top. I've been around this area.
I know.
Bricks go through windows. Listen, hang on. I was in the Times newspaper. They accused me of grooming teenage Nazis. That's in the Times newspaper. I can assure you I wasn't, but the truth doesn't really matter these days. You know, with a family and with your previous, do you really need all this that comes with it? I
don't. But
what are you going to do about that?
I never walk out the street without something. I'm always prepared. Let's put it that way. I'm always prepared because I don't need it. And it is stressful when you got people saying, oh, I know where you live. You know, I'm going to come do this, do that. You know what I mean?
Awful.
Well, you know, I'm going to, stab you up. I've heard people come on my lives and it is stressful. It's stressful, but it is what it is. If it happens, it happens. I don't know. But yeah.
Why do people
I always go out the door now prepared for whatever. So
why do people threaten you with violence?
Because I don't think they can separate satire and reality.
And that's a great place to end it, because that is why you're on this channel. Exactly. You know that. Listen,
you understand it. Between me and you understand it. Some people don't get it, but appreciate it, Russell. Thank you for having me.
Very, very interesting. Good luck with your channel. Good look after your family.
Jump on Fighting Trolls one night, yeah? You'll be great.
Yeah, I will do. Yeah, I'll pop in. Maybe if you're in there, I will do. I don't want to go in there without a lieutenant. That would seem wrong.
You, thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your weekend, mate. Props to you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Take care.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a viewer of the legendary Dr. Rackpull, I stream usually twice a day. We do politics, culture, a lot of drug talk, because I've spent most of my life a drug addict, as have most of these. Maybe give me a subscription. If you don't like it, you can always unsubscribe. To the rest of you, that was kind of interesting, wasn't it? I mean, I got caught out. I think it's fair to say I got caught out here. He's joking. He's a performer. It's performance. And he there you go. I'm on the firm now, Jim. Nice one, Glue Sniffer. Well, a name like that, you'll fit in lovely here. You're not the only solvent abuser on the firm. Cheers, Doctor. That was Knives. There you go. Oh, yeah, I've got a Substack. If you like reading short stories, I write real-life stories of my life of drug abuse. Link in the description. It says Substack. It's totally free. There's 14 stories in the archive. And if you subscribe, I write a new one every month, gets sent to you. They're very good stories. They're very naughty stories. They'll probably appeal to people who enjoy the legendary Dr. Rackpull. Thank you, Scory, for reminding me about that. Nice one, Packer. Well, I thought that was good fun. I really didn't know what to expect. And when I saw him on his stream yesterday, he said, I've seen Dangerfield digging me out, and I thought, oh, he has watched the previous videos, and that I think that takes balls, actually, because if someone asked me on their channel, and I thought, oh, that's nice of them to ask, and then I went and watched some of their videos, and they were laughing at me. I wasn't laughing with him. I was laughing at him. I was going, bollocks, send the boys down, all that. And even when let's call a spade. When I said to him at the start of the stream, you were doing a live, and miraculously the phone went off, and he went, weird that, wasn't it? Because it was an intent, amazing. Yes, Picking Gaz. I think that's fair enough. Nice one, John. Like I say, might not be your cup of tea, but you can always unsubscribe. Be nice to have you here. Interesting bloke, I think. Interesting bloke. He wouldn't go as deep as I try. I did keep trying to push a bit further, but well, Steve, I wasn't sure. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I know plenty of people who play that game, and it's just, you know, I've got mates, well, lieutenants. I know people who used to come around my drum and be like, "Fucking hell, I had a right old tear up last night." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, you said exactly the same last time I saw you. Big old boys, were they?" And they go, "Yeah, big old boys. You know, I don't want trouble, danger. I don't need trouble. But you know, when it comes on top, geezer's never had a fight in his life." And I do know people like that. So when I was watching those videos, I thought he might have been a bit of that. But I think he's a nice guy. He had nothing bad to say. He called me Russell a few times. And you were all well behaved. I've got to say that. You were all well behaved. However, he didn't give you any reason not to be well behaved, did he? He was, you know, I know he's got a shocking hangover. I know 3.5 hours streaming without the booze, that takes it out of you. Yeah, interesting little chat there. It actually has started today as that. It's actually, oh, nice one, Steve. I appreciate that. What do you make of that one, Jack? Enjoy it. Cheers, Mousecat. So, Chris, it's like the old WWO. Yeah, there you go. I mean, look, his name's the Dr. Legendary Rackpull. I've been had here. I've got done hook, line, and sinker, which I think I'm happy to go with that, because this is the upshot of that situation. And I've got the old achy cheeks and smiling too much. Nice one for that donation, Mousecat. Appreciated. I think hello, little bullet. Don't know what to say, which is weird for you, but Machano Capruscia Tatu. I'm just going to refresh entropy because, oh, hang on a minute, it's working. Someone said something. Greenspoon says he's a joke and not a funny one. Greenspoon, why? Greenspoon, do you want to come on? Do you want to come on and tell me why? 'Cause I don't know who you are. I mean, why is, I mean, because that sounds quite sort of conflictual. It would appear you don't like him. I thought he was quite a likable bloke. Someone else in the chat said he's a grass, but I've heard, all I hear is he's a grass, he's a nonce. And okay, well, until there's evidence, I cannot tar someone with the label nonce or grass without firm evidence, because it can destroy lives, and I've seen it destroy lives. Dangerfield, you called him a gun. What, tonight? Or thought he was a muggy bonehead. Turns out he's a chap. There you go, Packer. I think that's kind of my journey with him as well. He did let that out. He did let that out at one point, didn't he? Yeah, I think so, Snoopy. I think so. I wonder if it was always like that. Mad Lizzie says fighting trolls is a dick. I must admit, I've watched those lives and I don't know if that would be my environment, really. You know, if he's not talking, he's not listening. That's kind of what I get from those. And admittedly, I've only watched maybe in total. Take care, PP. Thanks for dropping in, mate. I've only watched probably in total about 30 minutes, but like I say, if he's not talking, he's not listening, he's not really interested. But for over 30 minutes, someone could have watched 30 minutes of me and made a judgment of me that is, you know, not really what I'm like, spread over. I'll tell you what, I'd love to get the real Danny G on. I think I've already asked him. Maybe I'll give it a go. Hello, Livy. Great stream for a Sunday morning. Great guns. Yeah, it was good darts. Good darts. Packer, thanks for that donation as well, mate. I'm not sure if I thanked you for that. I just read out your thing. Otto doesn't know. It's I'm kind of with you there. I'm certainly getting. I think he plays up. I think he plays up. Look, I'm saying this knowing they'll probably watch it. You know, I think he plays up his involvement in crime. Like, I grew up amongst petty crime. You know, I was a drug dealer for most of my 20s, but you can sell that to people in different ways. You know, I've walked around the country with kilos of cocaine in a bag. Now that sounds like quite, you know, it's not importation level, but kilos is, you know, that's like £35,000 worth of cocaine. But you tell the whole story, and it's not, you know, I just I wasn't a gangster, but you can spin it different ways. No worries, Green Spoon, not a problem, mate. Hang on, Bullets dropped another donation in. Well, it was an interesting change, wasn't it, people? Yeah, I think so, Mousecat. I think we had a laugh, didn't we? There was a couple of scrubs seemed to not enjoy it. There was a couple of scrubs early on, or one. I think I saw one person say, "Get him off. This is shit" or something. And you know, I understand different people, different blokes for different jokes. Horses for courses. I've never understood that saying. If anyone can fill me in, horses for courses. I suppose I get it. Some horses run better on certain courses. It's the same as different jokes for different blokes, which is one that Bally G made up. So when I say I don't know what it means, it was what I meant to say was I do know what it means. Lil Bullet says, "Hey Chris, I just remembered that ticker tape thing at the bottom of the screen. You've forgotten that you did that in one of your really old vids." I think that was on different software though, Bullet. I think it was on a recorded video, and you can do it on OBS, but I hadn't done it live before. I mean, I'm not going to keep that on. I will have one. I will have something. But I saw that on Rackpull yesterday, and I saw he was using StreamYard. So this morning I just went onto YouTube and put StreamYard ticker message and found out how to do it. But also he had some lovely things where, like, say like you've made a comment, it doesn't look like that. It's all big and like got a nice big blue border or just your name, and you know. So I learned a few bits and bobs. So Green Spoon says, "I've been drinking all night. I'm knackered. I'm sorry, lads, but nah, I need some kit before I tangle with the Rackpull." Okay, no problem. Check out Chris's Crack Diaries. Yeah, if you're into that kind of. If you're into a little bit of petty crime and a bit of crack cocaine, I've got a 3-parter called The Crack Diaries. Should have said that when there was a couple of 300 here, shouldn't I, Lindsay Nar? But there you go. All right, people. Look, I'm absolutely shafted. I desperately tried to get this new Substack out. Nice one, Scory, on that Substack while there was numbers in, but I'm not sure. I'll necessarily get some subs. I'll have a look later, but that was a good call, Scory. Yeah, I desperately tried to get Lizard Jane out. I thought that story was going to be about 1,000 words, but it's currently 3,600, and I've still got the ending to write. Then I've got to read it through for typos and nonsense. I am going to try and get it done today, but I was meant to be doing a novel today. I've still got to take the missus out for food. I might be able to get it finished. I might even stream later, you know, if I can get some more writing done. If I can get the writing done. If I can get I'm just talking to myself now. If I can get a decent amount of writing done, I might stream later. Hooper says, "When I worked in London a few years ago, a lot of young white men spoke as though they were black. Very disturbing to my northern ears." It's everywhere, mate. That is South and Southeast London, all over. And the weird thing is, get them out of that situation, it changes. It's not natural. Bally G, Paul Mumford, he went out with some mates, and they brought some mates, and one of them was like, "Yeah, your name." And Paul went to him, "You talk like that to your mum and dad, do you?" And this kid was like, "Yeah, what do you mean like this? This is how I talk, innit?" And he was like, "No, it's not. It's not. You grew up in Cambridgeshire, as far as I know. That's not your real voice. And he was like sucking his teeth. What do you know? What do you know, man? Find me, take you down, no problem. I've already told you time. This is my voice. And then 3 black kids walked down the corridor, and Mumford's gone to him. So what else do you do at the weekends? And he didn't say a word. He went, oh, you've gone kind of quiet. Is it because there's 3 black blokes there? And this bloke was just like, Now, having said that, I also do know white kids who went to a school where they were 1 or 2 white kids in their class, where they are one of 3 white families on the whole estate, and they do talk like that because they've been around it all their lives. So, you know, there is the other end of that as well. But either way, it kind of, you know, it doesn't sit well with me because it's strange. Auntie K, are you the geezer K that Rackpull was talking about? This guy keeps a proper straight poker face while chatting the absolute yard of bullshit. Right, okay, that seems very pleasant and welcoming. I hope you're well. Are you a man or a woman? Not that it matters, but it's not apparent by the way you talk, so maybe you could clear that up. Raymond Piper, still sitting here pumping adrenaline. What the fuck just happened? But that's why I love this channel. Nice one, Raymond. Have it, son. Isn't it interesting, though? You bring one of the people on from that world, and you get people like that last fella. Fuck, look at this cunt. Can you imagine sitting at home on your own on a Sunday morning, just being nasty to people for what reason? What do you get out of that? I mean, how low is your self-esteem that you feel the need to just be nasty to a complete stranger on the other side of the world? You know, it's very basic psychology. You don't need to be a master of the psychoanalytic method to understand that. Peculiar. Nice one, Raymond, as well, for that, and a lot of your donations. John, if you I'll put the link in the chat. I'll find it for you now. It's a 3-parter, but once you find one, you'll find the others. I'll find them. Hang on. It covers a period in my life where I was serving crack, but you know, when you can smoke it faster than you can sell it, and there's not many drugs that you can smoke faster than you can sell like there is crack. I've just put the link in the chat. So there's 3 parts, but once you click on part 1, you'll see part 2 and part 3 in the the suggested videos. So there's the link. It should be in the chat. Yeah, you might enjoy them. I had a Scouse firm move into my drum and start telling me what to do, and it was a very dark period. Crack done more damage to my life and mental state in 1 year than heroin did in 20. You know, without a doubt. You know, the competition is none. Nice one, Lindsay. Nah. Yeah, a lot of people like those crack diaries. I'm actually writing them up. I've got them all penciled in. They just need because there's a lot of stuff I didn't tell. Because when I told that story, I just done it off the cuff. So yeah, that's also a cracking story. The crack gnome story. But let's not overload people now, John. Otherwise, they'll read the Crack Diaries Part 1, then they'll they're not readers, are they? They're videos. Anyway, Truth Will Set You Free says Rackpull is live now arguing with someone. Yeah, do you know what I mean? That's like the mad negativity that world brings with it. I've never heard that before, Jack. That's brilliant. Crack is the whore. You never take the panties off. Jack, that's fucking nailed it, man. That's absolutely nailed it. It looks good. Everything's great about it, but it's never quite there. That first one, that's when she's walked in the door and you're like, oh, here we go. But up from there, that next 500 quid, that next monkey you've done on it is her just standing there going, well, were you playing or not? And you're like, I don't know. That's brilliant, Jack. Look at Snoopy. Oh my God, Rackpull is live just throwing the trash talk. Should we have a look? Should we check out what the Rackpull's up to? That'd be a laugh, wouldn't it? Hang on, I've got a YouTube window open here. Nice one on the donations as well, people. Always nice when we've got a guest on. Well, I don't think I'm subscribed. Jokes. Legendary. There you go. Oh, he's right up there. See what he's saying. He's talking to... I thought it was Lazar at first, but it ain't. Harlan? Don't know who Harlan. I don't know these people. Here we go. Let's have a look. Hang on. Let's make sure we've got the audio sorted. Let's see what they're talking about. Let me know we've got audio, eh?
14-year-old laugh, back me up. You're a fucking plum, bro. You're a plum.
Look at you maggot.
You're a plum. You're a plum, bro. You're a plum. You're a fake, bro. Fake. Real. Hey,
hang on, I can get it louder.
Realize real lies. Yeah? Real eyes realize real lies. And that's what you are, bro. You're a real liar. You're a liar, bro. You ain't never been on a road. You ain't never been.
Seems like quite a high IQ engagement. This is amazing.
Been on a road. You can't even drive. You can't even drive. The only time you've been on the road is crossing it, bro. Crossing it. Crossing it. You only cross roads. That's all you do is cross roads.
Oh, hang on. For people who don't know, all this road man, right? You know, they talk about being roaded and being a road man. It comes from the London black culture of basically being a drug dealer. You know, you're roadmen. You know, they work the streets. Ooh. And he's now literally saying you're not a roadman because you can't drive. You can't even cross the road. This is ridiculous. Should we have it's a little bit yes, it's peculiar. I'm with you, Will. I did try and get a bit of that out of him, but I have to say, I had a nice chat with him, and so there was no need to go there. There was it was entertaining, without a doubt. It is proper Jafaican. Yes, John, you're not even 9. You ain't 9. It's very negative. It's very negative. Let's have a little look. Ain't it? You're 8. You're not even 9. Let's see what else they're saying.
Mush. I was driving before you even had a license, Mush.
Really? Because you want to say, mate, just 43, so how'd you work that one out, you fat cunt? No! I had a license before I was born. You're supposed to be 43, ain't ya? Same age as me, but you look 60, bro. You look 60.
Bum. Look at this.
You look 60, bro.
Look at this bum. Oi, have another pop.
Can you imagine? Just that's your Sunday morning. I mean, these are grown men. These are the great European warriors. What happened to our people? Really? Yeah, I'm with you, historical doppelganger. And I don't think Rackpull does himself justice, because on here, I could have talked to him for another hour, to be honest with you, because he's actually got a good sense of humour, you know. Yeah, well, he certainly said he was. But let's see what they're talking about now. What do you reckon he's still going to be that high IQ, nothing going on? Let's have a look.
Go on, you're in away like a chimney. God, you must be really nervous, man.
No, I smoke weed all day, bro. There's no nerves here, bro. Ain't no nerves here, bro. No nerves, bro. Don't worry about that. There's no nerves,
bro.
when it comes to you, Rackpull, because I don't fucking worry about no fake shit. I don't worry about fakeness.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
I'm giving it. What are you going to do about it? I'm giving it. What are you going to do about it? You ain't going to do shit because you're a fat waste of space. Fat waste of space.
Imagine going onto someone else's channel to tell him he's a waste of space, but you're there. You're there. You're what? It doesn't make any sense.
Come down. Nobody's working today. If you want to see some faces, You know, I'll check out my video. Check out my video.
Oh, I've seen your videos. They're wank, bro. They're wank. Just clout chasing again. Naming, like, you put a video out and then you name somebody else in your video. You fucking clout chasing fat prick.
Name who?
Do a video and put Uncle K as the title. Clout chasing.
I mean, are they 10 or? I've got to say, Rackpull doesn't seem quite as ridiculous as the other lad. Oh, Planet X says there's 3 of them now. All right, I'll move it on a bit. Well, does the average IQ level go up a bit or does it go down a bit? Yeah, we'll get it right on where we are now. Please all be talking at the same time. Oh, it's someone else.
Rung you, I swear on my kids' eyeballs, on my dad's grave. I rung
on
you
my
to keep contact with you, on my kids' eyes, on my
Hang
dad's.
on a minute. Did you hear that? I've never heard that before. I swear on my kids' eyeballs. I mean, this is absurd. Yeah, I don't know what that clout nonsense is about. I suppose it means getting views or something.
Grave, on my nan's grave. You asked me, am I going to do anything to you when you meet me? On my kids' eyes, on my dad's grave, may God strike down my dogs, my family, everyone in my life. May God strike them down. Do I look like I've never had a fight, mate? Let's see your nose. My nose has been shattered. My cheekbones are shattered, mate. Yeah? You talk the talk, Rackpull, but you're just
I'm not sure if that makes you hard. My nose is shattered. My cheekbones are shattered. Well, mine ain't. Who's a daddy? He actually did say eyeballs on my nan's grave at one point, I think, which is probably the best sentence I'm going to hear today, in fairness.
Neighborhood actor, all your videos, all your content's live. You're just talking absolute pony. Harlem would smash your head in. Monk would smash your head in, mate. Listen, it is what it is. When you've got no content, yeah, I get it, yeah, but what you've done...
I honestly have not seen people behave like this since I was at school. Although Rackpull does seem to be trolling him, going, have you seen the lip? That doesn't seem to be necessarily... I think that's a bit tongue-in-cheek. Greenspoon says, Dangerfield, I'm embarrassed to admit I'm familiar with these sorts. Can I move in with you in Cambodia? Well, if you hadn't said the first sentence, there's plenty of other places. It's certainly worth a look. You don't get much of this. It's nice to be at a distance from it. But eyeballs on my nan's grave is incredible.
What you've done to Ash String for clout, yeah, for clout makes you a scumbag. Making up like same shit.
So this clout thing is new to me. It means attention, doesn't it? It means attentions. Jim Jones, I swear on my granddad's colostomy bag.
About this miners on TikTok, you're a scumbag, fat, clout chasing, washed up.
Look at them both talking.
You know what, though? I hope that is your son. Because if not, what are you hanging around with a 14-year-old kid for, you little fucking son?
It's my son. Why should I be hanging around with him? It's my son. Should I not be hanging around? Do you not hang around with your fucking kids? You fucking knock jockey. You've got no. What did he say about he rang me and I didn't answer the phone? What was that bollocks?
I mean, I've done. Hello, European housewife. Good to see you. It certainly as it's kind of distressing and funny. I mean, you know, on the surface, it's making me laugh, but give yourself a bit of time to think about it. You're like, you know, these people have got families, and you know, and I'll say something that might be a bit controversial. I was talking to someone about a year ago about ethnocentrism. And he said to me, he said, let me put this to you. He said, do you know Larry Elder? And I do. I know Larry Elder. He's the American black Republican. Conservative, sorry, but Republican as well. And he said, would you rather have people like him in your community or people like those Southeast London roadmen? Now, I was kind of stumped because, you know, people in the chat with children. Would you want your children growing up around roadmen, or would you want them growing up with, you know, well-read, educated, not violent, but able to defend themselves? People like Larry Elder. It's it's a fair point. Do you know what I mean? It really is, Will. It's very sad. I can't read it out then, but that was peculiar. Well, what a icing on the cake, or the cherry on the turd. Play the video short, please. What one, Vincent? What one are you talking about, mate? Hello, Tim Harrison. I didn't see you here. I think I did earlier, actually. Yeah. Well, it is, you know, it kind of moved me a little bit out of that world, because, you know, you can. No, for sure, but it's an interesting question. You know, it's an interest. I think these things have to be considered. You know, for sure, Flammadiddler, and I'm not saying it you know, it swings the meter, but it, you know, I meet a lot of people like this, and there's a lot of them about. Skin Scar says the funniest thing I've seen for ages, but on a serious note, they're a disgrace to our race. They're adults, aren't they? You know, and Willow drops a lady in. Doesn't seem to be any money in these black impersonation beds it was, but it seems to buy it, but seems to buy the night garb. Nice one, Willow. I don't know. I don't think their channels are monetized. I don't see a lot of donations. I think they have the PayPal one. Frenchie says, I've never felt this middle class. Oh, I think I might have missed a donation. Oh no, that was Willow's. Well, should we just see if someone else has joined? Oh, someone else has joined him. Let's see whether he's on side or he's not on side. Let's have a look. What a peculiar little world it is. What a strange community.
You knew what I was talking about. Everyone knew, yeah, but I did not attack it. I said
Rackpull's mic is very quiet.
Substance abuse, someone who sat there stoned.
Yeah, but man, there you go, man, got substance abuse, bro, and you're backing him in a corner. You forced him to make that video, right? The guy don't want beef, right? All he wants. No.
Hang on a
you gotta
minute.
listen, bro.
What is that? Like a Middlesbrough black accent? I don't even know what that accent is. Can anyone tell me what that accent is? Listen.
No, he never. You did, bro.
This, motherfucker that, and
yeah, but when you're dropping silly comments and you got people,
me, kick my ass, check out the.
Yeah, but it's never going to happen. It's never going to do that, bro.
I think it's fair to say, Tito, that is the fuel. Yes, it's a Welsh stay high black accent. Yeah, I think drama is the fuel of the whole scene, because I've never really seen them talk about anything else. You know, it's fighting, it's who's hard, who's a grass, who's a nonce. It's drama. Hightower's nailed it. Yeah, it's New Welsh. Oh, press that one, didn't mean to. Snoopy says, as an American, I call that strange Euro speak. Snoopy, so do we. Don't worry, mate. So do we. Steve thought it was foot golf, to be honest. Taff Macon. Oh, okay. This fella knows it. That's Gareth, is it, Ryan? Is he part of this community? Let's see what they're saying. Yes, I think so, Mr. Doppelganger. It would, yes. And I'm not sure why. I mean, I don't think it's a grift. I don't see a lot of donations flying about. You know, obviously I'd have no problem with them, but why? I asked him, I said, why do you do it? And I didn't really get an answer. Anyway, let's see, just have a look at a little bit more of it.
What did Cam McCorner say to us? Right? Listen to what Cam McCorner said when he come on alive. Right? He said, oh, this is fucking brilliant. This is funny. We all want to kick each other's heads in, but tomorrow we'll all be friends and they'll start again. Rackpull, right? You've got to stop taking it serious.
No, Glenn,
right?
no.
And the beggy messages,
No.
bro, right?
I don't think
sad,
so.
Right? You're a fully grown man, right? And you're sending messages, right? And you've got other people, right, sending messages for you. And you've sucked in, right, somebody else, right, with you. Do you know what I mean, bro? You don't want to do that, bro. Yeah. Right? You need to get out, bro. I'm deadly serious, right? Like I do, right? I put my earpiece in, yeah, and I'm walking around them on YouTube, right? Get out more. Bro, it's not personal.
Get
right?
out
Listen,
more.
Paul, it's not a personal.
Anyway, look, when I do a stream any day of the week, I go into that stream hoping that I'll come out of it feeling inspired, motivated, positive. I hope that I can perhaps share some of that positivity, some of that motivation. You know, that's what it's about for me. So that, just watching that then, it's just made me feel a bit icky, you know, a little bit like you get one life, and that is probably one of the worst ways of spending it. It's quite the situation. Nice one, Raymond. It has to be contrived. Nobody is that unintelligent, are they? Nice one on the lady, Raymond. It's too consistent to be contrived. You know, go and watch the Fighting Trolls live. It's like 6 hours. There's cocaine, alcohol, weed, and you know, it's quite obvious that, you know, and obviously I'm not judging anyone for taking drugs, but on a live stream when there's 5 of them and they're all going at it on who's the hardest, and when they start bromancing, it's just what? No, I love you because you're real. You are. I fucking love you because you're real. And the other goes, no, you're fucking real. If there was a competition who's the realest, it would be you. I love you, bro. And then someone else comes in and goes, you ain't fucking real. Oh, hang on. It's quite the situation. So, Raymond, as much as I want to suggest to you to maybe go and look at them, I don't necessarily want to bring that into your life. You won't be missing out if you weren't to go there. Nice one, Elaine. Does sound Welsh. Harry Seacombe. Never sounded like this. No. It's not the Welsh I know. It's not foot golf's Welsh, is it? Is it? Don't know what that was. It's rubbing off on me. You can't. Fuck off, you grassy nonsense. Nice one, Alain. Nice to see you as well, mate. Nice one for the 10-bit of Prashakuko. Nice one, Jer. Appreciated. Strange guest, but here's a $5 for your coolness. Yeah, he saw me taking the piss out of his videos and still came on. Would I have done that? I'm not sure. So I just wanted to get a little bit below the surface, but he kind of swerved it a little bit. Maybe, as he said, he's promised that story to someone else, and if I'd promised that story to someone else, then I probably would say that as well. So we can only see. Nice one, Jer. Appreciate it. King Corona says, it's the fall of civilization. Once you reach the precipice, you argue with each other about who is the hardest while you get replaced. Yeah, it's and that's that whole scene. It's all about that. It's all, you know, we watched a bit of Danny G, is it? Darren G, it's hard to say. And he's literally just tells you, I'm a fucking berserker. I'll go ballistic with my medieval weapons. And you're like, yeah, but you've got kids and you're about 40. Shouldn't you be working or providing? I don't know. Seems like should have left that stuff in the playground. Snoopy drops a bullseye. Absolutely incredible. Thank you, Snoopy. Take my money. You earned it. dealing with that so well. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, really appreciate it. And it's nice to have you over here. I think I first see you over on Jimmy's channel. But you've been popping up quite a lot recently, and it's been a pleasure to have you here. So thank you for that donation. I think he'll have a novel out soon. I think I might get another one of them on. Mad Lizzie says, I felt sorry for Ben Atchett. He's just a messed up addict. Don't really know anything about him. I've heard the name. Wasn't he the one that sucker punched the other bloke? I mean, it's kind of, I know this stuff from Foot Golf's channel, you know, because he got into his podcast wars channel, and he'll send me links saying, you've got to watch this, they're live now, and I'll put it on and just go, wow. Oh, wow. But I can't handle a lot of it. I can't handle too much of it. Yes, King Corona, that's kind of it. Let's see if there's been any progression here. No, it's just the doctor. Should we see what the doctor's saying now? See how he's summarising his Sunday afternoon aggro.
Was that a little dig at me, you know?
Very
you
quiet.
Met that steptoe, that idiot, yeah? That numpty, yeah? And he's a real guy, is he? He's a real guy. I'm not a real guy. You don't want to be my friend, but you want to be his friend. So I thought, fuck you, suck my fucking dick, you cunt.
My grandmother's eyeballs.
I mean? But apart from that, nothing against the guy. I don't know what.
That's absolutely amazing. Suck my dick. Got nothing against the guy. I wonder if we can have that again. Let me see if I can just get that little clip again. I'll take it back 10 seconds. I'll take it back 20 seconds. I know it's very quiet. Can you hear it?
Because you met that steptoe, that idiot, yeah? That numpty, yeah? And he's a real guy, is he? He's a real guy. I'm not a real guy. You don't want to be my friend, but you want to be his friend. So I thought, fuck you, suck my fucking dick, you cunt. Do you know what I mean? But apart from that, nothing against the guy. I don't know what. When I was on his live,
that's amazing. But now they're talking about who wants to be whose friend. You don't want to be my. I mean, really? Good Lord. That was amazing. Suck my fucking balls, you can. Nothing against the guy. I think I just got an entropy. And nice one, Frenchie. Frenchie drops a 5-bit into entropy. No message, as ever. That's Oscar Wilde lives again. It really is, Jack. But don't get too involved. It starts sending you crackers. But I think I'm gonna try and get living in London Daniel Lazar on, the bloke. They knocked him out at that fight thing. He sucker punched him, flattened him. But I might try and get another one on. Not like next week. I don't want to. If I get one on too soon, I'll get dragged into all this, and I don't want all their lot in our chat saying, you fucking muggy cunt. But I'll give it like 3 or 4 months and see if I can get the Zara on. Jordan Peterson was on it last week. That's an amazing point. I think they all want to be mates, but don't have the social skills to tell each other. Yeah, I think, humans want to get on with people, don't they? You know, that's kind of how it is. I mean, at my age, well, not even at my age. Once I became an adult, really, you want people to get on with you. I'm not looking for conflict. I'm looking for conversation. We're social creatures, and to have a whole community that seems to just be I know where you live. I swear on my grandmother's eyeballs. You can't put your dead grandmother's eyeballs on the line for this conversation, mate. That's one step too far. Non, je ne parle français pas. Je ne parle pas français. We have got someone in here who speaks a bit of French, though, but moi, non. So that's it. I don't know any more French. I'm sorry. Yeah, not nice. Paul's nailed it. Welfare was. I thought he was all right. Actually, he was. It was good. It was good. You know, the hour flew by, didn't it? Absolutely flew by. But welfare wars is. Interesting. There you go. See, simple. This fella, he can speak French. So, voulez-vous parler avec him? S'il vous plaît. Zen Maverick says the problem with being an hard man is you're always looking over your shoulder or the mirror. I find they're a bit like that as well. Welfare was has tickled me no end. Will's giving it a go. Good morning. I said yesterday that I feel like the hello copper out in Cambodia. You know, I give it a go and they just look at me like, what does that mean? My girlfriend obviously knows my dialect, so she my Khmer dialect, so I can converse with her in, like, you know, moderately basic Khmer, but that doesn't transfer to the great outside. However, there's a little bit of a problem with knowing a little bit of Khmer, because I'll get into a tuk-tuk and I'll sort of say "sosaday," which is hello. He says "sosaday" back. Then I say "soksabai," which means it doesn't actually mean how are you. It's more like all good. And then they say all good back to you. You go "soksabai," they say "soksabai." And then I go "dadrong," which means go forward. I go "dadrong bachwena bong," which means go forward, then turn left, brother. Bong is brother, and it's at the end of every Khmer sentence. It's, you know, you say brother, which is quite nice. So then he's heard me say, "Hello, mate. Yeah, you all right? Yeah, go forward, turn left." And so now he thinks I can speak Khmer. So then he'll go da 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 da, and I'll go "atyol," which means I don't understand. And then he'll go, "But I've said that in Khmer," so he'll say it again, and so half the time I don't even start because they don't understand that I can't speak the language. But, you know, I'm with you, old oak. That's what I was. That was the point I was making a few minutes ago. You know, I want to get on with people. I want to enjoy conversing, and in fairness, I think me and Rackpull did that. But, you know, just 10 minutes later, he's on another channel on a live screaming his head off at someone. Not really, Billy. People who want to be roadmen speak like that. But, you know, you just sort of say to them, "Is that how you speak in a job interview that they pretend they don't go to? Is that how you speak when your mother makes you breakfast in the morning?" But without a doubt, there is in the south and the southeast of London, the Jamaican accent has absolutely infiltrated the accent. Jer says his channel reminds me of the Channel 5 show Living on Welfare. Soksabai, comfortable. Is that what Google Translate? It's just you say it after hello. So, you know, you see someone, so today, and they say so today, and then you say socks bye, and they say socks bye. I think it just sort of means like we get everything good, and they go everything good. And yes is bar, but it's got a silent T. But if you say bar, they won't know what you're talking about. If you go bar, there's a T, but it's not at the front of your mouth like bar. That's with the tongue, you know. It's sort of bar. See what I mean? Bar rather than bar. It's a T, but the T is at the back of your mouth. Bar. And you can sort of say but you can't say ba. They won't know what you're talking about. It's like Cantonese with all its different, you know, in Cantonese you've got straight along, you've got up, you've got down, and you've got down up. Like for instance, hun hao means very good, but hun is that accent down up. Hun, down up, and then hao. Hun hao. But it could be hun hao, and like thank you is shia bukachi. But if you say shia bukachi, they won't have a clue what you're talking about. Bukachi. But of course, you know, I was dating loads of Chinese prostitutes, and so I think they were putting up with my accent by the end of it. Bukachi la, shia la. Oh, what is it? Shishi bukachi la. By the end of it, I could say hello, thank you, very good, how much, and yes, please. Wacka Smack says, I like bongs. Yeah, but the bongs like you. Check out Lumi and the French you having a chat. Lovely. Although I don't know if that's necessarily needs translating. Culture, politics, the drugs. Cheers, Lumi. I mean, in fairness, yes. Brick on a String says to Old Oak, I've been round it most of my life. These fronts boosting and pimping it as cool is rough. Yes, it is. It's. I think it was fair to say. Well, you tell me. I don't think Rackpull was giving it the big un on this channel. I think we had a very pleasant conversation. Yeah. I'm gonna mash you up, blood. I mean, did you hear how many times that bloke was saying, bro? You're nothing, bro. You nothing, bro. You're fucking nothing, bro. You're fucking shit, bro. Okay. Yeah, I suppose it's something like that, Clark. It's one of those weird ones like ciao, isn't it? In Italian, ciao you say when you meet someone. You also say it when you go. So it's neither hello or goodbye. You say goodbye, and I say ciao. But anyway, listen, I've got to take the missus out, so I've got to find a restaurant, which isn't easy because she's on this health tip, and I want. Oh, what do I want? She showed me a picture of it yesterday. It looked amazing. What is it? Oh, it's that. What is it? It's like duck, roast duck, you know, where it's got that red, shiny kind of coating on it. Just pure MSG and red paint. And she ain't going to go nowhere near that because it's got about ½ inch of fat under the skin. Bullet says, a bit like an Indian saying, but or but. Yeah. Piper says, Gay China. Gay China. I don't know if I've been caught out there. I don't know what's going on there, Piper. Oh, Nick says a glottal stop. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, I've heard that before. It's at the back rather than there. But C Simple says, Donjavi. Je t'aime. Au revoir. Si simple, je t'aime, vous. Au revoir. Yeah, I think that was a little bit of a French flirting. Should have got hold of Lumi on the snide and got some proper words in. I never needed to tell them what 2 minutes was in Chinese. They found out soon enough. Lumi didn't get I love you. Sorry, Lumi. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Thank you, King Corona. Yeah, I thought we had a good conversation. I'm glad we did as well. I don't want to get pulled into any of that. That's why when I said I'd have Lazar on, I'll have him on if he comes on. I'm not assuming he will, but I'll give it a few months. I don't want my name coming up in their chats. What fucking Dangerfield? I'll be like, oh no, what have I done? Dog Backwards says, I think you Booth suck. I've never sucked a Booth in my life. Au revoir, ma chérie. Roy says, looks like it's going to be a broad day here. Is that a typo or is that... I've never heard that saying. Sun's out for a change. Might go for a walk along the beach. Peace and love, Scrubs. That sounds lovely, Roy. One thing about Phnom Penh is it's a long way from the coast. And it would be nice to be able to go for a walk down the beach. Mousecat says, I think his son was reading the chat and realised we were not his normal thing. Wanted his dad out. That's interesting. He was kind of... I noticed his son wanted him, started making demands on him, you know. And for him to be streaming live immediately after, I mean, was he busy or not? That's quite interesting, Mousecat. He was very respectful, though. You don't mess around with the Scrubs. Yeah, he certainly was. He called me Russell a few times. And actually... on his stream last night, he said, I'm going on Dangerfield's channel. He sounds like Russell Brand. I was thinking, oh, yeah, it's been said a few times. But because he said it so many times, I actually think he nailed it. He just kept dropping it in. Did you notice? No problem, Russell. Hello, Mrs. Me in it. Nice to see you. Pax Max says, socks are by? No, thanks, mate. I'm full. I had a big breakfast. Not sure if that translates very well into English, Pax Max. Socks are by. Got a clue. Not a Danny. This like button says, is cool vagine. Come on, Scrubs. We're all going down. We're going down their road now. What's going on? I enjoyed your interview with the doctor, but I couldn't watch all their fights. No, me neither. I can't. I can't watch unless Richard Footgolf sends me a link and says, "Have a look at this quickly," and it's just chaos. But even then, 5-10 minutes, and it just makes me feel a bit embarrassed, and you know, I don't want to feel that. Look at the Scrubs getting out all the French they can remember from being kids. See you later, Crow. Have a good day, mate. Je t'aime, pomme frite. Okay. Il est 12 ans. Et demi. What? I am 12 and a half o'clock or something. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a Nazi Goring. Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I'll tell you something that perhaps I shouldn't, but my missus used to speak English when we were on the job, so to speak. And I said to her once, I said, don't speak English when we're having sex, please. I said, you can if you want to, obviously, but I'd prefer it if you stuck with your natural tongue. That didn't come out as well as it should have done. Rags, digging him up. How are you, Rags? All right, mate. Big J in the chat for Jim. His knees playing up. Big J in the chat for the big man. There you go, Jim. Billy Blogs, did you get the entropys coming through from yesterday? I didn't check because I'll have a look after this stream, Billy. Ask me tomorrow. I mean, if I'll have a look. I can't have a look now just because of the way it works, but I'll certainly have a look. No, I don't think so either. Maybe his son was just hungry. Nice to see you, Emma. All right, listen, people. I've done 2 hours nearly. Thank you to you all. It was a weird one, wasn't it? Something a little bit different. I mean, at least we got this out of it, which I think there's laughs to be had there. And I might look a little bit further into StreamYard, seeing as I have to pay them every month for it, and see if there's some other little features that I can help ruin the streams with. Yeah, if you want to, I'll tell you something, though. All that crowd, that weird hard man sort of crowd, they put the join in link in the chat every few messages. So if ever you want to go over and just get in there and have a very strange time. I mean, anyone drops any acid, that might be quite the time. Listen to you all. Thanks everyone who donated, as really appreciated as always. Thanks for you lot. I don't want to say well behaved because that's ridiculous, but no one let us down. We're a great crowd, us lot. I think we show ourselves well, and it was a pleasure to be associated with you when we had a guest on. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, people. Like I say, if I get enough work done on Lizard Jane, I'll tell you what, it's a cracking story. If you haven't signed up to my Substack, get on it, because I might finish it tonight, and it's brutal. I mean, a story that the first 2 words are covert incest. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not about any of that stuff. It is about relationships between mothers and sons, and the skag game. But I'd hope by now the people who do read my Substack, that even though whatever happened to hunting is about smack, but it's not about heroin. It's about human relationships. That's what I try and do. So if you haven't signed up to my Substack, link in the description. It's totally free. There's 14 stories in the archive, and if you put your email in, any new ones are right. Once a month will get sent to you. And the new one, Lizard Jane, is an absolute corker. I'm very proud of it. Yes, I think that's we showed class and decorum, Mr. Maverick. We certainly did. All right, Peter. It went better than the McAfee interview. I knew the McAfee interview was going to go like that. I called it to a few people beforehand. I knew that would happen because I knew that he wouldn't go there. And I didn't want him to just sit there showing off, telling me how excellent he was, which is all he ever does on things. So I thought, well, I'll risk digging a bit deeper. And the moment I tried, he didn't want to know. So fuck him. I don't like him anyway. I didn't like him before, and I certainly don't like him now. I'm talking about John McAfee, by the way, people, not the Rackpull. I actually think Rackpull's all right. I think he should get out of that game. I think he should, he don't need to be arguing like that. He's got kids to look after. What, Lizard Jane sounds like a Pornhub title. Yes, Otto, I agree. It's still up. My favourite bit is when he goes, how about I start asking you questions? And I went, yeah, go on. And he was like, no. And John McAfee, computer genius, didn't know how to shut down the stream. That was also absolute gold. Hello, keys to the kingdom. Right, okay, people. If I get enough work done, and if I get back from the dinner with my missus on time. I almost certainly will stream later. It'll probably be about 11 o'clock or midnight my time. So that's going to be 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So about 4, 5 o'clock UK time. And thank you all for coming along today. And nice one. Look after yourselves. Remember, you've got value and you've only got one life. Make it count. The good life doesn't come and sit on your lap. You have to go and find it. But it is there if you look.